So in short, our mission in life is to learn to be self-aware at all levels of our being. And there's a clear order to this process, which unfolds over our incarnations. The first step is to become aware of our lower self. Many people are just unconscious, they're not aware of anything. Then we need to become aware of our higher self, of the consciousness of our individual soul or our ruach, that point of spiritual being that goes from life to life, gaining wisdom and experience, taking on new garments, new incarnations, new personalities and bodies every time it enters into this world. And then finally, we need to become aware of our divine self, the consciousness of our soul family and beyond, moving into ever higher levels of awareness. And achieving this self-transformation, this transformation in awareness, is a huge task that takes enormous effort. And this sacred endeavor has two major components. And they're in play all the time, no matter what level we're at. The labor of mastering and refining our lower self, and the work of building a strong link to our higher self. Without mastering the lower self, our link to the higher self will have little effect. It is only by mastering our lower self that we become a worthy vessel to receive the power of the higher self. And this is one of the reasons what it means be ready. We have to have a vessel that's fitting. At the same time, without self-mastery, our link to the higher self is pointless and possibly even dangerous. Because as we've seen, it can lead to great personal imbalance and harm, both to ourselves and others. If we have no higher link, we can become masters of ourselves, but it won't take us anywhere. It won't lead to evolution, spiritual evolution and growth. It'll make us a good person, perhaps, but it won't make us a living spiritual being. So we have to have, in one hand, the mastery of the lower self, so that we are worthy vessel for the higher self. And so that we're protected as we go along that journey into the higher reality. But at the same time, we have to have that link to the higher self, or it's an empty process without purpose and meaning, ultimately. It won't connect us to our divine essence. Nonetheless, the first step in the process of our transformation and spiritual empowerment is to get to know our lower self. Because the truth is that we truly don't know ourselves. And the spiritual life only begins when we start to take an honest look at ourselves. We stop being afraid. And we look and see who we are. We look and see what the nature of the human condition is, and what life in this world is really like. And when we do that, we open the door to growth and evolution and transformation. But still, at the same time, even as we're focusing on that work of knowing our lower self, we also need to awaken the awareness of our higher self, because that's what gives us the strength and courage we need to do this work.